In this video, we'll explain the importance of fields. This includes the field name, type and format, and status. LeadProsper now automatically creates basic PI fields such as first name, last name, email, phone, and so on. Fields are generated by default when a campaign is created. These auto-generated fields can be edited or deleted. With this button to the right, you'll pick which fields are required, which will be determined by your buyer. We'll cover that in more detail later in this video. When you create fields, it is important to note that your field names don't need to match your buyer's field names. Often, when you have multiple buyers, they will have differing field names, such as first underscore name for one buyer and F underscore name for another. You want your field names to make sense to you and your suppliers. LeadProsper can easily map the fields to whatever your buyer requires. Often, you will see API, SRC, mode, key, or password. Never create those fields as campaign fields. These should be hard-coded in the buyer's payload configuration. As a rule of thumb, you only want to create fields that are collected on the form and related to the user, like name, email, phone, user agent, IP, and so on. We'll start with a few fields we'd see in a basic campaign setup, including a landing page URL and a trusted form. The required fields will vary depending on the campaign. If you need to add your own custom fields, you can do that here as well. You can name your custom field whatever you'd like. For this example, we'll use favorite color. Each field will have a corresponding format type, such as text for first and last name and email format for email addresses, and so on. In this example, we'll use multiple values, one choice. In a multiple values, one choice format, if the lead does not contain one of these values, then the lead will fail. When creating a custom field, you'll also choose whether it's required or optional. When a field is set to required, if it comes through empty, then LeadProsper will fail that lead. Data must be present in that field for the lead to be accepted. Next, we'll cover data type. Data type will help you keep your data clean and ensure that you're getting the data in the format that you're looking for. For example, for age, we want a year, month, and day as the format. For phone, we're looking for a 10-digit phone number. Email must be in an email format. For example, if the email is just John, the lead will fail. LeadProsper is looking for John at some domain for this lead to be accepted. Type and format is also important because of filters. For example, if one of your buyers wants to buy leads in certain states, it's important to make sure that the state field is set up in the corresponding U.S. state field type. Having the correct data type not only makes sure that the data is coming in correctly, but also that it's being filtered properly and getting to the right buyer. Another useful feature in LeadProsper is the import function. Using this feature, fields can be imported from an existing campaign. If you already have a campaign built and you'd like to replicate the way the fields are set up, you can do that very easily by picking that campaign from a list as seen here. You have the option to add these imported fields to the existing campaign fields or remove all of the auto-populated fields and replace them with the fields from the chosen campaign. You can also import common fields from popular verticals such as legal and home improvement. Choosing a vertical from this menu will auto-populate fields, which can be turned off by unchecking the box to the left and made required by the button on the right. Once you click Save, those fields will be added to your campaign. And that's a basic overview on fields. As always, if you have any questions, submit a support ticket or email us at support@leadprosper.io.